Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Mr. BPD. Happy birthday to me. I don't understand what he's saying. Borderline personality disorder. Disorder one's personality. And we're going to look at birthdays in a different way. We're going to look at birthdays the Mr. BPD's way. Today, we are going to get to the bottom of this. First, though, I must ask, if you have not yet subscribed, now's a perfect time to hit the subscribe button. This is the time in the video to hit the subscribe button. That way, you can get notifications if you ring-a-ding-ding that bell, along with the subscribe button to let you know when I put videos out, which is going to be a lot more than every 2 months. I guarantee that, Jack. You can take that to the bank and cash it. They'll probably slap you in the back. I do have a Patreon page. There's videos over there. It's $1 a month. Cheaper than a cup of coffee. More expensive than a hand job. Go check it out if you want. And then come back here, or check it out after, and then come back here. Whatever. Just do one of those. Please. And thank you. Get back to your narcissist, stupid children. If you want the definition of a narcissist, just look at children. Children are definitely narcissists. Everything's about them. They don't even know there's a world beyond them. That's how self-absorbed and consumed they are. I was an only child, so I don't know. I got all the gifts all the time, no matter what day it was. It could be Tuesday. Mr. BPD was getting gifts. Yeah, kids love birthdays. It's all about them. It's my birthday, so I could hit you with this stick. It's my birthday, so let me stab you in the eye. It's my birthday, you gotta let me stick this banana in your tailpipe. It's my birthday, you gotta let me do my filing 90210 forms. The 90210 forms, yeah, those are good forms. It's natural why you never question birthdays when you're a kid. You love them. They're all about you. Of course you're gonna love them. The joke is on the children. That's why the parents enjoyed the birthday so much. Because the child will not realize it, maybe ever. The joke was on them the whole time. Little narcissists. Enjoy your birthday. Eat that cake. It's your special day. Yes, it is. So glad you were born and brought into this world. Yeah. Enjoy. You want some more cake, some more presents? Anything else I can get you? No? You sure? That child does not realize that every birthday they have is getting them closer and closer to a miserable existence. But when you turn 5, it's time to wake up and get to be part of the real world. Okay? You're now 5. No more being a lazy shit. Get up off the couch, go clean your room, get ready to go to school, because we would send you to work, but there's laws against children working, and it didn't work out too well last time. But now, at the age of 5 in the U.S., we send our children to indoctrination camps, where them and other children can be brainwashed to be good little drones. Age of 5, stop your lazy, freeloading, socialistic behavior and get your ass to school. Do taxes, I guess. Or accounting, maybe? Nothing much happens after 5 except we go to school, we learn school sucks, we learn hanging out with other people suck, or we learn that we love school and it doesn't suck, or we learn that we love hanging out with other people and it doesn't suck. These are the years where we either, we fit that drone slave mentality and we do good, or we are free thinkers and don't, and do badly. And I got fired for taking those paper clips in the stapler. 16. 16, you get freedom! You get your driver's license, you get a car, you're free to do whatever you want. Joke's on you again. No, a car is not freedom. A car is just another chain. It's a bigger chain. And it's a chain you don't even realize is a chain at first. Now you have mobility, so now you can work more. Now you can go to school and get a part-time job. You got time for both because you got a car. Also, you got to pay for that car. How are you going to pay for that car? You freeloading socialist. Got to drive my car. Therefore, they're always driving my car, so I don't have to do shit. Think ahead, think ahead. Birthday's tightening the noose. Nobody ever realizes it. Nobody. Even a lot of you are probably watching this video right now and your mind is being blown. He's got a point. He's got a point. I always have a point. I'm looking at this. There's nothing written on here I don't already have up here. It was up here, then I put it down there, then it goes up here again, and it comes out here and goes to you. This one is the biggest, but then we have one more for no reason, in the U.S. especially. I don't think other countries have this one. The U.S. wanted to hold out and have one last one. That doesn't make much sense, but we'll get to that. The next milestone, the big one, the daddy of them all. You turn 18 now. You can legally have sex. One day before, you were incapable of making that decision if you wanted to have sex or not. You were unable to consent, but now you can consent to sex. You can be the biggest sexing person out there. So you can just lots of sex now legally. And you were doing it before, but now it's legit. Now it's okay. Now you can do it in front of your parents. Expected to get the hell out of the house and go make something of yourself. So you turn 18, you can have all the sex you want, but you got to work so much. Now you're just out on your own. You find yourself in some shitty ass apartment all by yourself with like one chair and a broken TV. And there's a rat that probably lives in the wall. That's it now until you turn 21. You got one more to go at least. So you just sit in that apartment for the next 3 years. We don't want to make this too complicated. We're not going to worry too much about the backstory. This is everybody's own experience here. Or it actually, you've probably already gone through this. This is not a telling of things to come, but things that have come. This has already happened. This is just the milestones of your life leading to death. That's what a birthday is. It's just a reminder that you're going to die. Yes, it's coming, and it's coming quicker than you thought before. Just ask Ben and Scott. Ben Trankline and Scott Johnson, two individuals that will never ever again have another birthday. They have lost the game. They've lost the birthday game, which is sad because birthdays are just the participation award of life. They no longer get to participate. They no longer get the award. Anyway, moving on now. You turn 21, and now what do you do after 21? Now you can do everything. There's nothing left except for death. They say people live to be like 70, 80, right? Roughly. That's a lot of years now that we're going to be celebrating birthdays for no reason, just as a reminder of how shitty and how old we're getting. Mr. BPD has a new great idea. We need more birthdays that mean something for the older people. Like 21, you can now drink. Great. We're not stopping there. There's more to come. What? You want an example? Well, I didn't think you would ask. Here's an example. Say, once you turn 30, from the age of 30 up until your 40th birthday, you are allowed to, at any time, take a someone that's 21 or to 30, they must go hang out with you for a couple hours. Just a 30-year-old person hanging out with somebody. See, it's the world we live in is so sick and twisted and deranged that this idea is really hard to convey without it going to sick, weird places. But this is all very just friendly. There's a reason behind this, and once you hear the reason, maybe you'll be a little more open to it, even though this is something that definitely wouldn't work in our actual reality. But in my world's a lot better. Nobody that is 20 to 30 ever thinks they're going to become 30. Ever. They can be 29 and a minute away from turning 30, and they still don't think it's going to happen. Then, bam, all of a sudden, they're now 30. It happened. They didn't think it would. Their mind never could conceive that it would actually really come to pass, but now it has. Now they're 30 and they're just like, this happened. How did my life get to this point? What did I do wrong? You can spend 2 hours talking about how your feet hurt for no reason, just all the time, even if you haven't been walking around. It sucks. And they got to listen to it and be like, yeah, I guess hurting feet sucks. And then one day when they're going to realize that, yeah, you tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen. Of course they won't listen. And it's not the point to make them listen. The point is to make them stop and have to hang out with you and realize that maybe you're not that different, except for the fact that where they don't believe they'll turn 30, you realize that, holy shit, you did turn 30. That's the big difference. And that, it's a huge difference. Hanging out with a 30-year-old, once you hit 30 onwards, you've already turned 30. Nothing's going to phase you. Life is over at that point, pretty much. You realize that it sucks and it's going to be a bunch of hurting feet. Your feet are going to hurt, then your back's going to hurt. And then other things are going to hurt. And at some point, you're going to realize there's parts of your body that hurt so much that you forget they hurt. That's fun. Love that one. And then you'll want to go kidnap a 20-year-old. But no, you can't do it now because now you're in your 40s. So, fucking 40s. I think when you turn 40, they should just hand you a gun with one bullet. And you can choose to use that as you feel fit. Go ahead and abort yourself if you'd like. Or go like shoot a penguin because people are weird. I don't know what these extra birthdays milestones should be. I just think that as we get older, we should get some more freedoms that the younger people don't have just because we've gotten older. Let's make getting older not just the participation award of life. I mean, we do nothing, but every year we got to celebrate. We celebrate surviving. Yay, you survived one more year. That's not that. I mean, granted, that is kind of a feat. I mean, I know a couple people that couldn't do that this year. Ooh. Too soon? Too soon? I don't think so. These were my friends, not yours. I get to choose when it's too soon. Not you. I mean, I know I'm talking shit about it being the participation award of life, and it is. It definitely is. All you've got to do to get your birthday is just make it another year without dying. Apparently, that's a lot harder than it seems. Or it's not hard until it is, I guess. That's what my ex said. It's not hard until it is. She never got to say that very often. As meaningless as it is, we never really consider how precious life is. I hate life. I hate life with a passion. I think it would have been better to never have existed at all, to have had no existence than to have to suffer through the pain and the suffering that I've suffered through. That's messed up. At the same time, I've seen two individuals that very much enjoyed life, very much had a reason to keep on living, had things to do, did more than I do. I sit around and I stare at walls most of the time. There's a good portion of my week that is spent staring at a wall. That wall, actually. Or maybe it's that one. I don't do anything. I don't got kids. I don't got anybody that cares about me. I got nobody coming around to check and see if I'm taking all of my pills. There's nobody keeping me in check. Nobody keeping an eye on me. If I die, nobody's going to care. The body won't even probably be discovered for a good week, unless it's by my boss. If anybody's going to notice that I'm dead, it's going to be my work. And that is so sad. That the only people that give a shit about me is my work. But really, they're the only people that would be affected by my death. It was when Scott died. That was the first friend I've ever had that I've known for 30-some years that has died. I haven't even had grandparents that have died. I've really never faced death head on like that. And I've always wondered if it would change my point of view on the whole life and death thing, which it has. I've actually become happier since Scott's passing. Because it's one more person that doesn't remember what I used to be. It's weird, right? But it's kind of a relief to not have to have that friendship anymore. Keeping a friendship going for 30-some years is a lot of stress. It's difficult. Also, it's hard to say that everyone's abandoned me when I still got somebody out there that hasn't. But now he's abandoned me, and that existence that I had with him is gone. Like, he was my running buddy. Like, he knew all the bad things I'd done, and nobody knows now. Now I'm free to live a life where I didn't do bad things. All that guilt for all the shit I did, nobody remembers it now because the people that were around for it are no longer alive. They're all dead. I'm the last one that remembers the shitty things I did, therefore they never happened, and I get to be happier. I get to be guilt-free. You want to be free of your sins? Just live long enough. That's what I'm learning. Ben, same thing. He was another one of my running buddies. The things that Scott didn't know about, Ben knew the other half. So it's like, it was weird that they both chose to go out almost at the same time because they were just both kind of the same side or the opposite side of the same coin. If I wasn't doing bad things with Ben, I was doing bad things with Scott, and vice versa. But they never knew the bad. Yeah. So I've been cleansed in the water of death, or the blood of death, or whatever. So that's another reason, I guess, to be. I don't know if that has to do with birthdays. I don't know if that has to do with becoming a serial killer, because if I could feel this much relief off 2 people dying, what if everybody I knew died? How happy would I be then? Might be almost as happy as if I died myself. I would like to know your thoughts on any of this. Anything in particular, just let me know in the comments section down below. Remember to go check out Patreon, hit subscribe, ring-a-ding-ding the bell. And until next time, keep on keeping on.
To you, happy birthday to you.
Go ahead, keep
Happy
singing.
birthday, dear Jeremy. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Make a wish.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Don't hurt yourself.